never heard this question from me before.
So something redhead related.
I'm really scared.
I'm seeing you're kind of a redhead.
a couple ringers here. That's what Aussies call them. So, yeah, I'll explain it to you later.
Anyway.
Yeah, where did you put those W-rooms? CASHAPP. Those ones I actually did end up throwing away in a panic, and I wouldn't be able to tell you why. Okay. Just in the trash? Yeah. Just in the trash? Yeah. Just in the trash? Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're probably going to find that there's at least one gun without a serial number because it's so old that before that happened. I mean,
Is that the British Bulldog?
It might, no, that one should have a serial number. That one, actually, a serial number on that should be something 666.
Yes. That one.
Which there's two of them in there that, you know, I was like,
666.
yeah, which was freaky because it was supposed to be for the character. It was totally unintentional, but for the character that is kind of like he's like a bad preacher guy. Like he quotes Bible verse, but then he does really bad shit. So, no, it's a long gun, and I can't tell you which one it is, but it might be. I think it's a long gun. Anyway, just a thought.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So you guys are taking every scrap of blank and everything. Just anything.
And we can go over, this is Joel Connell, he's the other detective on the case, but he can go over everything that we are seizing. I'll have to make a list of everything as well.
Alright, so you're just going to take everything? At this point?
I don't. Yeah. I've kind of been away for a minute, so I don't know.
Okay.
We're not taking.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Alright.
no,
Just anything regarding the case and what was used.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a revolver, 45.
45 long Colt and other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that motor action, that's the engraved one. So that was Alex, where the
engraved one.
The engraved one, yeah. That is the one that Alex stunt double had an AD with. And that one should only be chambered in 4440 from memory. So you can't even get a 45 long Colt in that thing. Not that, I mean, it's, I mean, no, but the period stuff, who's conversant with that? It's, I mean, I've done a bunch of shows, but still every time I learn something new, and even the fact that that gun was...
This is Alex.
Hey, it's Alec Baldwin calling you again.
Hi, Mr. Baldwin.
I know this is maybe an odd question, but how did you get that win today? Because I wasn't available to watch that. I was off with my family doing something with them here in this location that we're in. How did that go to your thinking today?
It was I would say it was pretty basic. I want to say that they have it uploaded, I want to say on YouTube, I think is how we were rewatching it. It was pretty brief. I think it was about 20 minutes long.
Right.
It's pretty much just that it's all still, everything's just still under investigation.
Right. So not refresh my memory, but just tell me, because I'm not saying something like put yourself in my shoes, but for lack of a better way of putting it, put yourself in my shoes, and I see where the two primary people who are responsible, this is all my analysis, the two primary people that have custodialship of those guns have both admitted that something went wrong. What I read in the paper today is that Halls, the AD, admitted that he did not check the gun before he handed me the gun.
Right.
Right, so all I'm saying is if you put yourself in my position, I'm thinking that the two people with primary responsibility for these weapons. Again, I'm not talking about them getting prosecuted or anything happening to them, but the two people having admitted that, what I'm wondering is, if I'm going to be charged with something, me personally,
So
if I'm going to be charged with something, how do I find out about them? Who charges me? The DA charges me, correct?
well, so it could either come from the district attorney's office, or it could come from the sheriff's office. So either one of us has the authority to place charges. You would absolutely be let known if you were going to get charged, or if that was up in the air. You would be notified.
And by when do you think they're going to make that determination?
I mean, if it was up to me, or, you know, if it was something that I made the call on, or, you know, I can't tell you, like, an exact timeline, and that's kind of, you know, the press asked that today, like, what's the timeline? It could take us months to get actual evidence back.
Right.
It could take quite a while to get any sort of ballistics testing or bullet testing, anything like that back from the lab, which we have to wait on that. We're submitting to the FBI.
That includes for me to be charged as well, correct?
Yes, if that were the case.
Right.
It would be anyone. We have to have, you know, more than just statements of everyone here. It's not, for us, it's not enough. We have to go off evidence as well.
Right. I mean, I'm just wondering, does a DA there or a sheriff there want to advise me? I have a lawyer that I've identified there, and I'm just curious. Does this lawyer need to contact somebody in the DA's office or the police department to find out if I am going to be charged, or he just does nothing for now?
He doesn't. I mean, I would say he doesn't need to do anything for now. I would say if he wants to reach out and then just let, you know, everybody know, the sheriff's office as well as the district attorney, that he'll be representing you. You know, that's probably a good route to go. That way, if it gets down to the point, or if we need to go through him to speak to you or anything of the sort, then we can go that route. However, you know, as far as right now, we really got to wait on lab results.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I appreciate it. All right, I will give this guy that update, okay?
Yeah, just let him know. Like I said, even if he just wants to say, you know, that he's representing you, and if he wants all communication here on out to go through him, then that's completely fine. Or however he wants things handled moving forward.
All right, I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Are you Sarah?
I am.
Alex.
Hi,
Nice to meet you. Another one. What are we thinking time-wise?
You know what's going on with that one?
Which one?
The one that they're working on?
Oh, something stuck, or a bullet stuck in it?
Yeah. Because it has these 2 20 rounds got out of it already, but it looks like what's in it is too large for it. So
Okay.
they're trying to clear it. And I overheard that was the one that had the accidental discharge.
It did have one.
So we'll probably be taking that one too.
Okay.
And
They said, supposedly, they said that, or so they think it's that one, but they're not totally sure.
okay.
That was Baldwin's stunt double that had fired that one.
Okay.
So
We'll probably end up taking that one too.
okay.
Especially since we opened it
And having issues with it.
yeah.
Okay.
So they still need to clear these ones.
And
I'm just working on photographing and documenting these.
okay, cool. I wonder if I should start writing the return and inventory.
I really think we should because there's a lot on it.
All right. Let me grab a sheet. Here, I'm gonna give you one of my cards.
In front of you, does it say Sarah? She's
Yeah.
never heard this question from me before.
So it's something redhead related.
I'm really scared.
Right?
Because I've seen you're kind of a redhead.
a couple ringers here. That's what Aussies call them. So, yeah, I'll explain it to you later.
Anyway.
Have you ever seen a box of ammunition that said like Winchester or Remington, like current production type stuff, not like antique stuff that would look old, but like a new box
A new box?
or more? Yeah.
What do you mean a new box?
Well, if it said like Winchester,
No.
you never seen branded ammunition. Like these are all white.
Yeah, all the boxes look exactly like that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen when it's colors and says Winchester or Remington
No,
or
it
Federal
just
or
says
anything like
what
that?
kind of
You never saw that on the
load it is
cart
on a
or
blank,
anything?
or it says it's a dummy. It doesn't
I want to
say
be an investigator.
Oh, I'll let him interrogate you.
No? Okay. Somebody called me today on the way up here and said so-and-so, a stunt person, a stunt woman, saw
Macy?
a box of that, which would say Winchester or whatever, and it had colors and it would have warnings on it and all that kind of stuff. She said she saw it on the prop truck, or in the prop cart, saw it, walked by, told Hannah about it, and got some snarky reply about it, like, oh, I'll get rid of it, or I'll handle it or something. What's her name? What's the...
Macy.
Macy.
Is she the...
She's the stunt woman.
She's a stunt woman.
She's the only woman on the team.
The only stunt woman on the team on the show.
Not Mamie, right?
No, Macy.
Macy.
I'm like, because Mamie was the one that had called the day of the incident.
Oh, the 911 call.
No, all the boxes look like this. The only color is like Sharpie writing that you'll
Yeah,
see.
right. Okay.
But
But no branded, no like red.
I have no idea what she's doing.
What she saw or what she's.
Did-
It's all
Did
you know
they say
third
like
hand.
what was this on Thursday?
It was before the. It was before the shooting. It was before. Thermal runway.
Never. It's usually just that, or it'll be handwritten.
Just no, you didn't see it. Well, there was a stunt woman, the only stunt woman that says that she spotted that and talked to Hannah about it and got
Okay.
a snarky
Now,
reply.
What? Well, snarky reply
Snarky
from Hannah.
about it.
I don't
Fine,
know.
I'll eat or whatever.
Like the stunt team felt kind of weird with Hannah in general because like
The way she looks.
not even that. It was just because like the leader Alan was asking for ridiculous requests and Hannah kept saying no because it was just like crossing the line.
Yeah, and that's it. I was kind of thinking, like, how did she, like, did she start falling apart or what the issue? But she's such a strong personality, and even in that call we had with production, the first thing she did was say, yeah, that's not going to happen. Stunts is not going to bring their own gun on set and fire off blank rounds to create a bunch of smoke.
That was the same day. That was Thursday.
That was the same day. So
That was literally before lunch or something.
Yeah.
And I texted Mo about it because I was like, look, they're asking for these ridiculous requests.
yeah,
and
and
we're
then
saying no.
non-industry,
then-
practices.
What kind of stuff are they asking for?
So basically, our stunt coordinator wanted to go in with one of our guns as well as with the stuntman and start firing full loads to create a better smoke effect than what special effects could provide us for camera.
Right. It's
that's just-
it's a really odd request. It's not industry standard. There's no way it would dovetail into what's happened here.
Okay.
But it's just establishing the fact that she was able to say no to people with,
Outlandish requests.
10 times her experience.
Yeah.
Right?
And this Hannah was telling them no?
Yeah. Hannah was telling him no.
Well, and then, right away, like, because I was standing there with that conversation, Hannah turned to me and was just like, I don't think the stunt woman likes me. Because she said no and was not
half the people on the set you don't get along with. It's just
No, and it's not, like,
nobody likes the gun
insinuation
person
of-
for the most part.
Were you ever in Armor?
I was for one production.
Okay.
Well, you're a prop master, and when you're the prop master, you're by default, in a way, the armorer too at a time. In a way,
If
Okay.
there's no on-set armor.
if
then-
you don't have one that has armor in the call sheet, then the prop master or whoever the prop master designates to
So-
is allowed to handle a gun.
So what do you have to
handle a gun.
do to become like an official armorer?
There's no clear path.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Like there's no like
He
training
trained
or
me on how to handle the guns and taught me about the differences between like blanks and dummies and lives. And, I mean, you should never have lives on set anyway.
Anyway, never.
so you don't have to have like a certificate that says like, hey, I'm a certified armorer.
No, because it's more about the judgment of like who the person is and then their experience. In Hannah's case, she was very singular in that her dad is this legend. I mean, he really straight up is a 60-year plus veteran of the industry. He's the last living original combat master. He is the world, record holder to this day on fast draw, which is draw and shooting. It's not blank fire. It's actually drawing and hitting the target at a certain pace. He's the world record holder.
Do you like those ones where they're like,
fanning and you won't fan. He will, and this is crazy. This is how fast he is. He'll load a cylinder full of live rounds and draw and fire, and he'll turn to whoever it is and say, "How many times did I shoot?" And they only hear one. Right? They only hear one. He
Yes.
opens up the cylinder and he's shot 3 times. That's with cocking the hammer back every time. 3 times. I mean, that's who this guy is. He's, like Sam Elliott. Everybody loves Thale Reed, but and so he trained up his daughter. I mean,
She has on-set experience.
she's got tons of it, specific to 1880s, 1870s specific stuff. Beyond that, no way she could get another job. She just doesn't have it. She doesn't have the set time and the behind the scenes time with the guns. But this is it. I mean, this is.
so she's like familiar with
Absolutely.
all of this.
She's been on set with her dad ever since she was, young, 12 or so. I mean, going back to like 310 to Yuma or maybe even Tombstone. I forget which one. Tombstone's older, so it might have been 310 to Yuma. But she's been there on set, and he started training, knowing gun safety and things like that. In earnest, started training her a couple of years ago. But as far as these weapon systems go, she has Murder at Immigrant Gulch, which happened last year. She was the on-set armorer. Thale was there on set, but he's getting too old. He's 78, and he can't move around very quickly. So she was doing all the resets. So,
Hey, how you doing?
do you know Sarah?
Yes.
This is the problem. Okay.
I spoke with her. Can you verify one of the guns? That's the one that
So I don't know if they let you know. We'd like to do a secondary interview with you.
I did one just this morning with the law firm. Is that?
No,
Oh,
with the sheriff's office.
Never mind.
Are you represented?
I mean, just with a union rep.
Okay. And you can. I don't want to do it here. I'd like to. I haven't gone over your initial, but just with like collecting everything and stuff. There's some just additional questions that have come up, and a lot more when it comes to like overall the
Just how it
production.
works.
Yeah, like production questions, not just the incident. So there's a lot of kind of gray areas for us right now that we're trying to just get clarified. You saying that you live in Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to have representation there, that's fine. Totally up to you. Totally.
Representation as in like a union rep or like an employer?
Either one.
Okay.
Either or both.
Okay.
So whichever you decide, it's not required. Like I said, we just have, now getting to go back and see everything. We need to talk to Hannah again too, and then everybody. Yeah, I talked to her yesterday.
Really quick, did you have started already a inventory list?
Oh, that's what I was gonna do, and then I got.
Oh. May I come?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, take a picture of all the replicas and rubbers that you're gonna find.
Okay.
Because Sarah was just chatting and it just dawned on me. She said we had 2 replicas on the cart and then Alec's gun. So the replicas, these are rubbers on the left, and these are going to be the metal one. This is a solid metal one, doesn't have any moving parts at all. These three move to varying degrees, more than likely. It's, especially this one, this is what Alec Baldwin's gun looks like, 7.5 inch model.
Okay.
These two shorter ones are 4 3/4 inch barrels.
Can you
Yeah,
fire?
You want a screenshot of just the?
Can you do live ammo out of?
No. Nope.
What, the top one?
Nope. Nope. It will not fire live ammo.
And that's the one that you're saying Alec had, though?
No. His looks. This is the replica that
Okay.
most closely matches Alec Baldwin's gun.
Got it.
If I understand it, because of the length of the barrel, right? See the ejector rod that's here. When the ejecting housing rod is even with the barrel, it's 4 3/4 inch. It's just passed a little bit. It's 5.5. And if it's real long like this, just like what I understand to be Alec's gun, it's 7.5 inches long.
Okay.
But these are the rubber and replica. And I'll make a note under the I'll send this to you and make a note.
Okay.
Rubber on the left, replicas on the right.
Do you know how many, like, live working firearms there were?
There's probably going to be close to, I can give you an exact number when I go
Okay.
through all my records and everything, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at 30 plus guns.
That are fully functioning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then you've got these four replicas, and then you got from me, and then 4 rubbers
Okay.
as well that match the single action army.
Okay, so majority of them are fully functioning
Absolutely.
firearms. Okay.
Some of them are antiques, but they can all go, even the antiques, unless there's something wrong with them, can all go bang.
Okay.
Right? Like, yeah. So, and then the newer ones that look old-fashioned, they're reproductions. So they're not original pre-1900 guns, but they're made to look exactly like that.
Okay.
So, because I know I read something the DA was like, oh yeah, these are legit guns. Absolutely, but they're not period guns. None of the revolvers that you're going to find, the single-action army types, are antique. They're all reproductions to varying degrees.
Okay.
So they're all contemporary guns. If that makes sense.
Got it.
We'll probably have to go over it again. I'll send this to you. Make a note.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Also, pack it up.
Looks like you have your question.
I do. Just don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Do these look like it's something that you would supply?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's all JS. I mean, assuming I don't know the contents of the boxes, but these are all 1, 2, 3. I can see if you can move the strap. I can just tell you what else is behind it. But yeah, this is all common. I may even have a picture. But yeah, 100%.
Okay. But yours have like this kind of writing. I thought
Yep.
you said that you wrote on
Those
them.
are blanks.
Okay.
Mine were dummy rounds.
Okay.
Mine-
Did you supply blanks to this
Yeah.
production too?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
Yep, and I'll forward you the invoice that call out exactly.
Okay.
What-
So like these as well?
Yep, 100%.
All right.
Yep, 8. Yep. 1/8 PC prime case, 1/8 load, 1/4, half. There's fulls right there.
Okay.
Okay, full loads. 777 is a synthetic black powder substitute. If it doesn't say 777, then it's actually black powder, like that box right there, the 5-in-1 JS quarter.
Okay.
See that one right there? It's on the left.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's going to be black powder. The other thing too is the residue is going to be. That's the other thing. That's a really good point. The residue from the powder is going to be contemporary. It's going to be flash. It's not going to be black powder or 777. That's a super duper good point. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Prime case is just going to be a prime case. That's going to have a different read for ballistics, but that's something they may miss back at the FBI lab.
Okay. What are you thinking that they're gonna miss?
Well, the fact that the blanks, if we sit here and say, well, if a nefarious individual, or what if there's a squib in the barrel, then it was actually a blank that went off.
Like an obstructed barrel?
Yep. If there was a Brandon Lee moment and there was a blank behind it instead, like where she went, oh, well, I just thought they were supposed to fire one time, and she loaded a blank in there, right? And it would not being a live round, that gun barrel will have modern smokeless powder residue in it and not 777 or black powder.
Okay.
that's a really, I mean, all this stuff just comes up as you guys were talking. I'm like, wait a second.
Kind of seeing everything that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to wrap my brain.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you saw. Did you watch the news, the press conference?
I don't watch the news.
Okay, so I mean, they did recover a projectile.
Yeah, I heard. Okay, I read that. I didn't watch the news, but I read that. And that's the other thing too is, and I can ask, you know, all of the dummy rounds that I provided are going to be the 99.9% going to have the same grain bullet, same weight bullet.
The safe is. There's. Yes.
You want to make sure that everything is okay, and then you can close the door and make sure that we don't damage it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when there was no issue and they were like,
Yeah, and
it just
I mean, the
disappeared.
primary purpose of this is, let's say someone was being negligent and they were just messing with these guys. So, obviously, I mean,
Got you.
we'll have multiple handlers and.
Yeah, you guys, whatever, do your testing and figure it out. I mean, in a way, it would have been nice to find one with 5 rounds in there and isolated fingerprints, but it doesn't sound like that. I'm not going to say anything, but
I have 12 in one rifle.
you're taking one rifle?
Yeah, the one that they were.
The Henry? The engraved Henry? Yeah, okay. Figures. The most expensive one in the bunch.
What is my number?
Don't forget to print your name.
Thank you. Sorry, I can't like see anything right
It's
now.
a contemporary gun, but it's had all the additional work to it to make it look just like that. But that was done in the as scripted, just like that with the CR and all that.
Okay, and then I gave you a copy of the warrant.
Yep.
Here's your return.
Thank you. Picture.
Do you want a photo of this
Yeah,
one?
if you
That
don't
way.
mind. Yeah, it's just not blowing around.
It won't be judicial district court though. It'll just be magistrate.
That's that's great. Thank you. I always take pictures as much as
And
I
then the
can.
case number is in there too. That way, if you guys need to reference.
Thank you.
And you have my card.
Yep. Got it. Increase the. Going to go anywhere other than it's not going to be sold or anything. Because they're any parts. Like, you know, these guns, like your guns are. I mean, we know it's going to happen with those. These ones, and those ones are going off of those. So nothing's going to happen to them.
No.
So if you guys
Where-
ever need, you know, if you ever want to see them again, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she photographed.
Just because it came with a kit that I rented and I have to send it back.
It all lands on her shoulders.
We're gonna buy it. We're gonna buy it.
Or you can let them know that it's in.
Yeah.
Provide them.
It's not really a